Not sure I shouldn't just have an extra land in here, but I suppose we'll see how it works out. Yeah, I want to play first. Alright, so this looks like a keepable hand. It's actually kind of not. This doesn't produce any mana. So I've basically got one land. If we draw the mocks, we don't have anything to discard to it. It's why I was saying I might have wanted to get an extra land in here, because I think I've got to send that one back pretty easily. Now here we go with a no-lander. Again, the reason I didn't put the land in there is we do have mana-producing artifacts. The other good news is, even with multiple no-landers... Oh, this is starting to get a bit ridiculous. But even with multiple no... Like, I did put land in the deck, right? Okay, this one at least has something in that... Oddly, this is probably a really good hand. Like, if there's another land on top, I at least have a turn 3 Inkwell Leviathan and a flying token. That can kill some people. I did put lands in here, right? I think I did. There's the workshop we wanted. I'm a little scared about what they're going to do. That's not too bad. Alright, so we need basically land, and we win against most decks. Let's see what our opponent has. Workshop is scary. Hangerback Walker really isn't. Alright, Hedron Archive also isn't. Can we get a land one time? That would be so awesome. Alright, cool. Let's attack for one. And go do some fun things. I think I'm supposed to Inkwell Leviathan them, as that's the one they're least likely to be able to interact with. Like, Sphinx is neat, and it will close out a game, but they can Swords to Plowshares that. They can Wrath of God that. They can do all of those things to the Inkwell Leviathan anyway. But like any creature I draw after here, we can use the Recurring Nightmare to get this back, and I think this is the most likely thing to be able to kill them. It's still going to take a little while, but I think this is my best shot. Just because you can't interact with it. Right. We can now Necromancy back our Hangerback Walker. What's funny is neither of these cards work with Hangerback Walker. So I think we're kind of just done casting things. It's just, okay, we did this. Can you beat it? It's like if you don't cast it, it doesn't come into play with any counters, which means it just dies. It's kind of like, do you have a Wrath in your deck? The good news is, again, if they do... Does Shroud knock off enchantments? God, I need a judge in my chat. Can I Necromancy this? Maybe I can't. Linvala. Okay. I did not know Linvala was in this cube. That's kind of cool. I like Linvala. We're still going to send here. If they've got some way to interact with it, that's great. Because we're still winning the race. I don't see much point in not having the Recurring Nightmare in play. It's just we can't actually do anything with it. Them drawing cards is a good sign. And again, we're kind of okay with them. Like, if they're going to gang block this and we get to kill Linvala, that's kind of alright. We can Recurring Nightmare back this. I guess that's their plan, is chump, but I'll take the first 5. Mox Diamond. It doesn't do anything except potentially fuel a murderous cut. I mean, here's what we're doing. We made an Inkwell Leviathan. It has trample. Yep, that's our whole plan. Can you handle Inky? Well, you got me there. My hand is basically nothing. It'd be funny if they did that into Wrath of God. I guess a Mindslaver. Oh, a Mere Battlesphere. Okay. Like, you can start chump blocking with that, I guess. We kind of need to draw something here, but I'm impressed with like a mole to a bazillion that we're still actually playing Magic. That's so bad. Because it would be so good if we could cast it. Like any land and we're in business. But we attack with Inky here. I think we're just dead. Because, right, they can deal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I chump. Well, they've got to block this with something. Like, I guess if we kill the Battlesphere, we're okay. Because Treachery would be so good right here. Alright, so they swing with the team. We take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means we're chumping this turn. If we still had the Necromancy, we could have a great turn here where we flash in the Mere Battlesphere and do things and stuff. So needless to say, we'll be chumping with the... We'll be blocking the Mesmeric Fiend if we can. Okay, that doesn't really do much. I still feel like I can do busted things if I draw a land. Maybe I can't. So are you going to get better than preventing 5 points of damage? Because he's got to soak. Like, what's he going to do? Chump here? And then next turn I just die, right? If he chumps here, he's still got 10 swinging at me. So I have to draw a Treachery here, or something to do with a Treachery. I think I'm just making Recurring Nightmare worse if I sacrifice the Thopter. Because like Treachery, I get to take this. I'm still dead, aren't I? I take this, I'd have to take something that can block. Okay, so if I draw a land and I take a blocker, then I've got 3, 4... Wow, this is such a good attack by our opponent. They figured out exactly what they need to attack with to make sure that they stay alive. And I can't decide whether I need to chump or not. Like, Treachery doesn't do it here, so I may have to stop attacking. I guess I can stop attacking and take the Linvala and try to kill him with that. And this lets me do that if I don't attack next turn. Alright. So probably rather have the diamond in play than the Treachery. Or than the island, that is. Even though I could have it untapped, it doesn't really do anything. So now they've got to deal with that, and it doesn't look like they can kill me next turn. They might be able to. If they hadn't gained the 5 off of Linvala, they'd already be dead. Must be nice. Yeah, dude. It's super nice. To mulligan to 4. It is super nice to mulligan to 4. Let me tell you, it is the best feeling ever. Alright, so we're playing against another Artifacty ramp deck, so I know for sure we do not want Home Slice Golem. I kind of need to get another artifact in to make up for that. Or go a little heavier on the reanimate plan with something like Careful Study, Putrid Imp, and Mannequin. I ended up cutting the Murderous Cut. That's kind of funny. But like it looks like we're going to sit here and stare at each other until one of us can pull off a big wombo combo like that. I do definitely like Sillygar. I like the Tezzerets. Treachery and Bribery are busted. As you can see, opponents hate it when you cast them. I kind of feel like with the Nightmare I can get away with a Careful Study. Like sometimes I just want crap in my graveyard. Lifebane Zombie's reasonable, although still going to be hard to cast. Meh. I'm not a reasonable man. This looks like a keepable hand. It'd be better on the play. It'd be considerably better on the play, but here we are. It's better than our last hand, and we won with that. Oh, hello, Treachery. How are you? You want me to have a Mirror Battlesphere, not my opponent? I agree. This is why Workshop is a fair and balanced Magic card. Because that's basically a Lotus. And here we are with nothing but this Signet. If only there was some kind of combo in the deck with cards like Signet. Unfortunately, there's not, so I guess we just have to go get an Inkwell Leviathan and kill them with it again. And then if that doesn't work, go grab their crap. Oh, this isn't the steal their crap one, this is the take their crap one. Okay, I see what you did there. That just means we'll have to get it back later. They're scared to death of a Tinker. What they gotta be scared of now is a land. Because another land and we are Karn fathering. And if they play a creature, I'll just take it and then tinker up a Leviathan. Oh, it feels so good to be me. I like everything that's happening here. If I have the opportunity to restart the game, trust me, fair viewer, we will be doing that. Ravages of War. Okay. I see what you did there. That was not what I was expecting, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So the challenge here is I basically need a blue mana source and I can get them. If I tap this for 3, I can make this for 1, and that doesn't let me tinker, which is sad because we would like to tinker. Because I think that's my win play here. I mean, they got value by 3 for 3ing themselves, but presumably they were ready for it when I wasn't. But like, we just go island. Like, I can tap 4 for the chalice and then next turn tinker this away and still have some mana in play. I probably want to do that. Or I can just cast the darn thing. I need to hit another land anyway. And like, there's, again, our opponent has shown us they do not have a lot of ways to deal with the Leviathan. I could have waited a turn. But like, I need to draw a land anyway to be able to do anything. I don't think... Well, having that for 2 is a big deal. It lets me treachery sooner if we need to, but I'd rather just put the pressure on. I want to try to make that Ravages of War better for me than it is for them. This is a very interesting deck. Honestly, I kind of think that's rather what I would rather them take. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're never going to draw land. So this is me hitting for 7, them hitting for 5. I mean, that's profitable right now. They have so much more mana and can cast more things. I'd rather be the one beating down than the one getting beat. And like Swamp, and we're back in this game. Not that we're out of it right now, but Swamp lets us Chalice here and get a Recurring Nightmare in play. If they ever deal with this, we can start looping things. This is really fun with a Recurring Nightmare. Yep, Anguished Unmaking isn't going to stop this. I guess this entire matchup is, I got an Inkwell Leviathan, can you beat it? Cast with Multi-Kicker for 1. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see them Armageddon here or whatever. Gonna Sundering Titan. Okay, I mean, that'll stop it. They can't actually kill me yet. But it's going to be difficult for us to get out of this with him having that strip mine, obviously. Start will be blocking here. They don't have an island, so we can't just kill them. Yeah, we're going to get strip mine too and be left with 1 colorless mana. This is the fun part of Cube. But again, we're not dead. Like, if they attack, we block here. We can't attack into it, but they can't really attack us either. And they're out of cards. We got a bunch of good cards that we can't play. It's the reason why I wanted Sundering Titan. The card's just absurd. So I guess the answer is we should just mulligan to 4 every game. Tangle Wire. Okay. That is a fun card too. They're basically playing the deck I wanted to play. And we're dead, if you had not figured that out. we would have to draw land, swords to plowshares. What just happened? Choose 3 cards? Why am I choosing 3 cards? I have no idea what's happening. This is Tangle Wire going on the stack, and it's asking me to choose 3 cards. I mean, I have to tap that. And sure, I'll choose... What the hell? Choose 0 cards. Okay. That was a weird bug. I'm not gonna like win off of a bug. That was kind of a bizarre bug, because it should not have let me do that. And I've lost this game fair and square, so I'm not gonna like steal that from my opponent. But that was pretty bizarre, unless I just don't understand how Tangle Wire works. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, tapping them. Yeah, it shouldn't let me choose stuff in my graveyard to tap for Tangle Wire. So hopefully my buddy will take out the Tangle Wire, because a lot of people probably would not have scooped there. It's cube, we're having fun. Like, I don't mind. An easy way to lose with this deck is getting mana screwed. I feel like I should just cut any expensive thing for something I can do earlier. And like, it probably needs to not be an artifact. Like most of my stuff, if I landed, I'm just winning. Nah, screw it. Sulam Guardian, get out of here. Let's get another swamp in this deck. I just want to hit my land drops. I think it should probably have this many lands anyway. Alright, this is certainly keepable. I mean, ideally we don't get strip mined out. That was probably an argument to play the swamp first, since I have 2 of those. Well, there goes my game plan. It was a good game plan. But this hand does not look particularly fabulous now. Yeah, we've got some problems going on here. That's a big one. That is a big one. So obviously we're interested in them trading this off, which they're probably not going to do. It's not unreasonable for us to hardcast an Inkwell Leviathan. It's not super likely, but it could happen. They're also missing all of their artifact ramp too, so it's not like their deck's going to do much. As soon as they cast their first big thing, we can just steal it. They know about the Academy, so I may as well play that. If they want to wasteland it, it kind of sucks, but I can live with it. I really wanted to tap out for some sort of creature and let me steal it next turn. Because the last thing I want to do is steal a Tide Hollow Sculler. That just seems miserable. Would you cast Ravages of War in this board state? I guess maybe if you have a bunch of land and you think you're beating all of mine. That gives me an incentive to hold a land, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't need to cast anything here. Like, I'm not getting to 9 mana against the Armageddon deck. You got it, buddy. Plus, holding a land just makes sense for my diamond anyway. Yeah, you got me. Bloop. Like, again, they blew up they traded 5 of their cards for 4 of mine. Long term, that's good for us. Short term, we've got some problems with this workshop. And the problem of not really drawing much. I also don't have a problem slamming a Tezzeret and making this a 5/5 flying Death Toucher and seeing if we can kill them with it. Alright. I guess they're figuring they can do better without the mana than I can. But this is the not so fun part of Cube, is that strategies like this are viable. One of these days, we will get there, although I'm out of coffee, which kind of sucks. Bloop. Alrighty, Tezzeret would like to have a word with you. And I think that's where I want to go. Yeah, I'm going to try to kill him with it. I think they're just as short on mana as I am. And the fact that I can sort of take most of their creatures next turn and potentially reanimate something too seems good to me. Well, there goes the treachery. So now it's back down to, I made a Belfastrix, can you kill it? We still have Necromancy up, not that it does anything, but can you deal with this? I've got 4, 5, 6 mana. Like, we're pretty far away from being able to do more, but I don't think I want to hold lands here. It's possible they're playing Armageddon too, but it just doesn't do much right now. Unless they've completely warped their deck around, they're kind of color screwed at the moment. If this is a mere Battlesphere, we probably wrecked. Okay, we're at least close to wrecked. Because this represents what? Each mirror is 1 damage, so that's 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That doesn't kill me. That doesn't kill me. Unless I'm mistaken, because this gets, so each mirror deals 1 damage to me, right? So there's 4. This deals 4, so there's 8. It deals 4 more because it gets the plus X if I don't block it. So there's 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm at 17. You gotta deal with this big flying thing. It's a big flying thing. It's a big flying thing. It kind of looks like it has a Garrick helmet on too, doesn't it? What a weird little bird. True facts about the owl. I think this is where our opponent either kills us or scoops him up. We'll see. They were playing the Fun Police deck. Feels good to win, if assuming that we do. And I think this cube at least shows off the power of Tinker. Like, we had a mold of 4 Tinker that was good enough. Like, I'm trying to decide here if they attack with everything. Do I even block the sphere? Because blocking the Mesmeric Fiend, getting the Treachery back, and then necromancying them end of turn just to get a look peek at their hand, kind of seems attractive. I mean, I guess it's probably way safer to block the Battle Sphere, because we've at least got a chumper for next turn too if we need it. That would put us taking 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we could take another 7 next turn and not be dead. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave myself dead to a burn spell. Because if we take the 12, 13, 14, we're dead to like a Brimstone Volley. Again, this is kind of the attitude that I would warn you guys against. Like, we didn't draw 5 lands in a row after Armageddon. We held 2. Because we knew they had Armageddon. So we drew 3. Yeah. But they 5 for 4'd themselves and then got mad about it? That's not going to get you better at Magic. Anywho, cool. We get to go again. I'll see you for the next round in just a minute.